Happy Thursday. Lagi ako nalilito kung anong araw eh. Happy Thursday sa inyong lahat. Sa community and sa page and sa YouTube. Live din tayo sa YouTube. So yung mga subscribers natin, if you haven't subscribed yet, kung gusto nyo manood sa YouTube, you can go there. Hit nyo lang yung subscribe. Tapos yung bell notification. Sanay na ako para ma-notify kayo for new videos that come out. Pero sa community, mukhang tahimik tayo dito. Let me know guys kung nandiyan kayo. I know there are about or at least 64 people na nanonood sa community. Sa page, right around the same amount of people na nanonood as well. So magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. We're super excited. Ayan, nag-hi na sila sa wakas. Sa community, can you guys type kung nandiyan kayo? Just say hi, say good evening, say gutom ako or whatever you wanna say para lang alam ko na buhay kayo dyan. Just let me know that you're watching. Also, if you can, tag people inside the community para rin makita nila that we have an ongoing AMA session for this evening. Si Chief nandyan, nanonood. He said hi already. Hi muna tayo. Hi kay Monina, kay Robbie, Michelle. Si Michelle pala yun eh. Robert and Bernadette sa community. Dito sa kabilang side, we've got si Neri, Joanne, Chelsea, na ini-invite yung kapatid niya. Aryan, Joanne, Charlene is there. Oy, si Charlene pala to eh. Hi, Charlene. Belated. Birthday niya kahapon ba? Tama ba? Is that right? Or
April 2.
sometime this week?
April 2.
Okay.
April 2
Basta,
birthday
niya
niya.
nung itong April. Okay?
Basta April.
Raquel is there. We've got si Alyssa. We've got Maricel, Mai, Leia. Marami na rin nanonood, ano? Anyway, we're gonna bring our guest out kaagad kasi medyo 8 o'clock na tayo nag-start. But before we do that, I just want to make sure that you guys are, naka-focus kayo sa gagawin natin this evening. You all know that the topic that we have, yung mga questions that we're gonna be answering are all related to pricing. So this covers not only yung mga freelancers, aspiring freelancers. We might even touch pricing for other services and products. Baka mapasadahan natin yan. So if you're not exactly doing freelancing just yet, baka meron kayong ibang business, meron kayong ibang product that you're selling. Lalo na if it's a service business siguro. We might just go ahead and talk about it as well. And of course, this is an invitation to everybody as well who's watching. You can throw in your questions. Pwede kayo mag-type dyan kung meron kayong mga specific questions about pricing. We're going to go ahead and entertain a few of those questions this evening. So we're going to go an hour and a half, a full hour and a half tonight. Pag-uusapan natin yung pricing na yan. Okay. Teka lang. Nawawala yung audio ko. Let me just switch this. Sorry guys. Baguhin ko lang yung hindi kaya na-charge. There we go. Okay, cool. So, if you're ready, let me know just by typing the word pricing siguro. Let's go with that. Type in the word pricing dyan sa comment section ng live natin, both on the page and the community, and that should be my cue to bring out yung mga guests natin, yung part ng panel natin this evening. So just type in pricing to let me know that you guys are ready para sa gagawin nating session this evening. Hindi ko alam kung ako mabagal yung internet ko o sila mabagal. Let's see. Okay. Ito mukhang I'll have to refresh. Here we go. Okay. Hindi ko nakikita kung may nagko-comment na eh. Can you guys let me know? Nakikita nyo ba? Am I missing yung mga chat? Yun, pricing. Okay, cool. Lumitaw na siya sa wakas. Alright, so let's bring out yung panel natin. Okay. So first off, we have he is an offer and messaging consultant, VCO and founder of YT Ads Agency for high ticket or YouTube Ads Agency for high ticket coaches and course creators. None other than one of the coaches sa loob ng tribe, si Coach Mark Allen. Hi, Coach.
Hello, guys. Good evening. And super happy to be here. Yeah.
Nice. For the second time na, di ba? Tama ba?
For the second
time sa AMAs natin. Okay, cool. The next one, she is a SaaS copywriting. Actually, she's a copywriter. Okay, she offers consultation for SaaS companies, tsaka copywriting as well. We have si Aisa Dumingsil. Guys.
Hello guys. Good evening.
Napaka-demure naman ni Miss Ice talaga mag-hello, no? Diba?
Mamaya, lalabas yung totoong
Ayun. Okay, next. She is a software testing training and consulting. Sorry, nalito na ako. She has a software testing training, consulting and outsourcing company. We have si Mitch Lagare. Did I pronounce your last name right? Is it Lagare? As in yung Lagare, yung pang Lagaring ganon.
So.
Mitch, medyo mahina yata yung audio mo.
Ayan.
Might wanna increase your mic volume.
Okay. Is it
yan, para marinig ka namin. And finally, ito na. Talagang nilas natin to no? Buhok pa lang panalo na, okay? She is a Facebook ads lead generation strategist for coaches, authors, speakers, and realtors. Ang daming kinocover na market nito, Ay none other than Miss Jem. Songalia ba or Songgalia?
Songgalia po.
Songgalia.
Hey everyone, good evening.
Iyon, magandang gabi sa iyo, Jem. So yes, so we have a 4-person panel this evening na sasagot ng mga questions ninyo. Actually, we posted, I think 2 days ago, asking everybody what yung mga pressing questions na tungkol sa pricing is gonna be. It looks like marami tayong mga tanong na natanggap. Okay, pero it's very interesting itong topic ng pricing, and like I said kanina, it doesn't only apply to mga freelancers, and since we're broadcasting sa YouTube and sa page as well, we might have people who are not necessarily in the freelancing world pero interested pa rin to learn about how people price yung mga services nila. Kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, particularly siguro yung mga service type business, no? Lahat ba tayo rito, lahat ng panel natin, you are all involved in service type businesses, right? Consulting or service, parang ganon.
Yes.
Walang mga, walang brick and mortar, walang physical products.
Wala,
Si Aisa yata meron, di ba? May stake ka, Aisa? Tama ba?
Meron, pero like franchise, so I follow
Pag-usapan natin yung pricing na yan ng stake mo mamaya. Okay. Pero yun, let's go back to sorry tinitingnan ko yung mga comment, ang daming bigatin daw yung mga TL na kasama natin. Lahat pa kay TL sa tribe? Si Mitch, I know.
Yeah.
Ice is a TL as well.
Yes.
Jem, ikaw din?
Yes.
Grabe si.
Hindi ko alam yun Hindi ko alam.
From Coach Mark, GD Tribe.
Okay, so lahat pala under Coach Mark. Okay, cool. So, like I said, yung mga nanonood dyan, before we kick off with the first question, you can type in questions na meron kayo related to pricing. Mamaya siguro we can go ahead and choose some na talagang medyo maganda. So, and then we're gonna start answering some questions right now. So, unang-unang question siguro, kasi when it comes to pricing, lalo na for service-based businesses, usually kasi wala ka talagang, unless you're comparing yourself to other providers, parang wala kang benchmark for pricing talaga, 'di ba? How hard is it to price a service or something na binebenta mo na wala kang, you have nothing to benchmark against? Is it really hard yung exercise of pricing a service or a product, lalo na pag siguro first time dito nag-business? Yung first try at business. Okay, si Mitch siguro. Mitch, when you got thrust into entrepreneurship, tapos ito na nga, you started your own consulting, was that a major thing that you had to deal with, yung pricing na yan?
Kasi wala akong background sa business talaga. Even sa school, wala. Puro corporate talaga yung utak ko. So, work lang.
I see.
So, what I did was research din yung competitors ko, but there's few na nagpa-publish ng price.
Okay.
So, merong iba nag-publish pero barya naman. So, hindi ko rin gustong sabayan. So, what
Right.
I did was come up with a price na I think worth my time and the
Okay.
value that I give to them. So, ayun.
Sige, mamaya balikan natin yan kasi you said something very interesting. Una, something worth your time. Okay? Or siguro we can add na rin yung worth the energy that you put in to your service. Pero I want to go really quickly doon sa sinabi mo. Sa industry ba na pinasok mo, bihira talaga yung mga competitors na nagpa-publish ng price nila? And siguro everybody else can answer as well.
Yes, sobrang bihira. Actually, I tried snooping, sending email, but they will not provide the pricing until they meet you.
Pwede mo siguro dayain. Maybe you can go through the funnel, no? Tapos mag-pretend ka na customer, parang ganon. Hindi ba?
I did. I tried dun sa mga websites nila na yun
Okay.
may mga forms.
Right.
So, I created a different account with a different name tapos asking
Oh.
for a price. But
And
then,
even then, you didn't get any? Talaga?
they will ask na for which company to, tapos can we meet you? The same way na tayo, di ba? We want to have them in a DC. So, they will
Oh.
give it.
Naamoy nila nagfi-fish ka raw.
A dose of your own medicine, ika nga, no?
Oo.
Pinatikim ka ng ginagawa mo.
Yeah.
Coach Mark kayo,
Yeah.
or anybody else for that matter, do you, did you encounter that same dilemma when you started out? No? Paano ko nga ba
Yeah.
ipa-price yung mga service ko?
Oho, ganun din. And especially kasi nung nag-start ako more on copywriting. So parang nag-check lang ako sa mga Upwork or onlinejobs.ph kung magkano yung mga pricing nila doon. But at the same time, pag nag-aaral ako ng something about copywriting, naririnig ko rin na parang ang tataas na sinisingil nila. Pero yung nakikita kong mga pricing sa Upwork or online jobs, ang pababa, di ba? So parang nagkaroon ako ng confusion. Kaya nga, nag-agree tuloy yung alaga ko. But yeah, yun yung challenge for me. Hindi ko rin talaga alam nung una kung paano ipa-price yung sarili ko yan. And talagang, yun nga, nakakatawang story. Nung unang charge ko ng premium, more on lakasan ng loob lang. Kung tatanggapin ba ng client yung sisingilin kong price. But I know lang na may pwedeng premium. So, tinry ko. And thank God tinanggap naman.
Okay. And by the way, let me provide a little bit of context sa sinasabi ni Coach Mark. Kasi sa loob ng tribe, which is the community that we belong to, pag sinabing premium, we refer to prospects or clients that pay at least $750 and above for a project or a retainer service. So just full context lang tayo para maintindihan ng nanonood sa atin. So $750 and above, kumbaga. Yun yung tinutukoy natin na premium. Jem, ayos kayo. When you started out, how did you deal with the pricing part of the business, kumbaga?
Siguro, sige. Siguro ako muna, or based din sa experience ko nung starting. So of course, nung una, as in wala akong experience, or as in nag-start din naman ako sa pinakamababa. Pero how do I price it? Of course, nag-research din, and at the same time, nagtanong ako sa mga kapwa Facebook ads expert ko. So yun yung starting ko. So ayun. Tapos actually, hindi ko alam kung medyo advanced na to, pero ganito yung usual na ginagawa na namin. So of course, marami ng processes or experiences. So balig, ang ginagawa namin right now, as in of course, di ba may DC tayo. So
by the way, let's provide a little bit of context doon. Pag sinabing DC, guys, kasi baka yung mga wala sa diba, hindi nila alam. Yung DC that we're referring to is just a discovery call. Sa ibang industries, they refer to that as a sales call siguro or something like that, something similar, or maybe a strategy session. But basically, it's a meeting with a prospect to discuss yung requirements ng or tama sinabi ni Mitch, an exploratory call, kumbaga. Okay. So para alam nila kasi baka DC na yun. Baka may iba silang sinasabi. Okay, go Jem, tuloy mo.
Okay, sige. So actually, yung sa DC or sa discovery call or exploratory call, kumbaga, doon nga, ang end goal mo doon sa call na yun is malaman mo kung ano yung problem nung client mo. And then kung ano nga yung sa akin to, kumbaga, ito yung mga end goal ko or ano yung mga things that I need to know or ano yung mga need naming malaman para kumbaga mag-come up din kami with the pricing. So yun nga, goals, and then yung different products nila or different products or services. And then kumbaga, since lead generation ako or Facebook ads yung ino-offer ko, so bali doon ako nag-base. So yun, tapos kumbaga, so kung babalik tayo sa goal, example if ang goal nila parang for the next 3 months is 10M. So di ba, 10M yung goal nila, and then i-assess mo kung kaya ba to. And then, so given yung sa goal nila, parang from that goal, and then if ma-assess namin na kaya naman tong i-hit dun sa gagawin namin. So parang kukuha lang kami ng certain portion or parang percentage dun sa certain goals nila. So example, like sa 10M. So given na 10M yung pwedeng magbigay na value or results dun sa client. So pwede kaming mag-charge ng 500K, 1M. Yung tipo ganon. So ganun na yung usual na kumbaga ginagawa namin. So as in titingnan namin yung end goal, yung products and services nila, tapos kung kaya ba, given dun sa parang previous din ng mga ginawa nila or previous din ng mga in-spend nila with their marketing, other marketing like yung ginagawa nila sa marketing da. So yeah.
Right. So there's a bit of math involved pa rin, syempre.
Yeah.
Yes.
Parang
of course.
hindi pang free call yung binigay na sagot ni Jem. Pero, di ba? Pero nakita niyo yung value na tinatry namin ibigay dito. Pero
maraming sinabi si Jem, which I'll go back to in just a bit. Ice muna, I wanna hear your thoughts nung nag-umpisa ka.
Yes. Yeah. So, nung nag-umpisa ako, wala, I pick a rate na hourly pa yun So, like 15 per hour sa Upwork. So, gusto ko lang taasan yung usual rate ko, which is like 7. So, 15 per hour. Dun ko nakuha yung client ko. So like sa rate na yon, dun ko pinasok yung SaaS industry. And as to how I came up with it, wala lang. Gusto ko lang mag-15 for
It was just a random number, kumbaga.
Yeah.
Yes, na mas mataas like from my previous rate. And yun, pumayag naman si client. And even though wala akong experience nun, the CEO nga told me that he hired me for my honesty. So yun lang yung requirement niya, honesty. And so far, I stayed with that company like 5 years din naman. So,
right.
Yun.
Until now ba? Until now?
Now hindi na. Parang
iba na. Okay. Wala ka na doon.
Went separate way. So,
okay.
Yun yung
pero that's an interesting point that you made there, Ice, kasi siguro marami nga tayong mga nakikinig or nanonood na, they're probably starting out freelancing or the business of service providers for the first time. Yun kasi yung isa sa pinakamalaking tanong nga, di ba? Especially if you're going to a platform. Marami dyan nagtatry ng Upwork, nagtatry ng online jobs PH, and they usually fall into the trap of siguro checking out everybody else's rate. Di ba? Titingnan nila. Ano bang ino-offer, magkano yung sinisingil ng iba or nagtatanong sila siguro, fellow siguro provider na nandoon sa same platform. Do you recommend doing that? Pag nag-uumpisa talaga, or can they, kagaya mo, can they just think of a random number and kind of just throw it out there and see how it fares, kumbaga?
Personally, I want like the freelancer to charge a price that they're comfortable with, kasi malaking bagay sa akin yung peace of mind kesa sa like pera. Kasi if like I charge high and then I can't deliver, so yung di ka makatulog sa gabi, you pressure yourself. So for me, that's not worth it for me. So I value more my sanity or mental health. So I try to go with a price na comfortable ako, and at the same time di ko naman binababa na I'm not happy. So ganun ako mag-weigh in ng pricing ko. So it's an overall kind of angle na naman.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Same din sa akin, naalala ko noon na nung sa online jobs. Alam ko lang na ayokong bumaba ng $1,000 pagsisingil ako during that time. Pero hindi rin naman ako nagsingil agad ng mga $2,000 or $3,000 agad. But I know lang na parang kung ito-try ko to, alam ko naman na may value yung ginagawa ko. Lalo na US naman yung clients, di ba? So parang hindi naman siya yung katulad na pag local lang na yung currency natin magkaiba ng level, yung value ng currency. So I think yung 1,200 kasi siningil ko yun noong una. So parang nag-research lang ako kung mataas na ba yun para sa kanila or mababa. Nakita ko na tama-tama lang yun for them. Pero para sa atin, syempre mataas na yun, di ba? So I go for it.
Right. So sa'yo, coach, parang ginawa mo, instead of going for a ceiling amount, parang lowest that you will take, kumbaga.
Correct.
Parang gano'n.
Pero nung naalala ko sa online jobs ko kasi nakuha yun, yung pinakasagad na price yung nilagay ko yung, di ba may naglalagay ng price doon? Oo.
May range sila na nilalagay. Right.
Yeah. Yung pinakasagad.
So sinagad mo, parang sige, I'll take the highest, kumbaga. If you can offer that.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever encountered pushbacks pagka nag-price kayo?
Yep.
I-share with us some of the ano ba yung mga objections usually? Siguro para maganda, when you were starting out, what were some of the experiences na parang nagpresyo ka kagaya si Coach Mark siguro? Nagpresyo ka ng $1,000. May nag-pushback ba na, teka lang, ang lakas naman ng loob mo. Wala ka pala experience tapos $1,000 gusto mo ibayad ko sa'yo.
Yeah.
May ganun ba na ano?
Yung sa akin, of course, wala pa akong experience nun. Pero kahit pa paano, nag-research naman ako ng kung paano ginagawa yung copywriting. So parang hindi ko lang sinabi na wala akong experience. Kasi nag-practice naman ako kahit pa paano.
Right.
Before nun. So parang yung sa 1,200 na yun, walang pushback. Pero yung next na client, tinry ko mag 2,000 para sa email campaign. Yun nagkaroon ng pushback na parang sabi sa akin na parang it's hard for me to shell out $2,000 para sa 14 emails. So baka may reference ka ba or meron ka bang pwedeng ipakausap sa akin?
Kinanapan ka na, kumbaga.
Yeah.
Kinanapan ka. Anybody else na may ganung experience?
When I started, local yung mga clients ko. So, I was already expecting na there will be pushbacks. Fortunately, when I was starting yung first training ko, wala silang pushback. And then nagkaroon ako ng lakas ng loob, katulad kay Coach Mark, na itaas. Tapos,
And how much, curious ako, Mitch, how much did you charge dun sa unang-una?
Per head sa training, nasa 28,000 per head.
Per head?
Yes.
And how many people did you train?
10 ang minimum to go.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Pero doon, particularly doon sa first client mo na yun, ilan sila, kumbaga? 10 lang ba or more?
Yes. I think 10 nga or 11 eh. So,
Okay.
per head din nagbayad yun.
I see. Teka, ano nga itong tinetrain mo na to? This is
software testing sa IT.
Software testing. Siguro may teka, syempre, nagkikinig yung mga tao. Alam mo naman, pag sinabing IT, parang mga presyuhan dyan, parang kala mo, ginto lahat no? Diba? May ganong perception, I'm sure. We can all agree probably na sa local market lalo na if it's an IT-related service or skill or offer, medyo mahal talaga yung presyuhan. Pero yung 28 ba yun na kumbaga yung prenesyo mo na 28 per person na yun, was that market standard yun or something lang na you came up with yourself?
Meron akong mga nakita na lower than that. Tapos, mas mahaba.
Anong gap?
Duration.
Interested ako anong gap? Gano'ng kalayo?
Like, 30%.
So you charge 30% more?
Yes. Tapos, mas matagal sila. Like 12 weekends yung kanila. Tapos akin, 5 days.
Okay. Hindi naman pala to isang upuan lang. Kala ko one sitting yung 28K na yan eh.
At saka highly technical siya. So, from that din alam ko na yung rate ko, hindi mo ko pwedeng baratin kasi alam ko yung value ng mga tao. The amount of savings ng time nila will be converted to money then for them.
Okay.
Value din sa kanila.
Sige. Next question ko for all of you. Okay? Kasi binanggit ni Jem kanina eh. Siguro si Jem mauna sumagot nito. Sinabi mo, depende sa problema ng kliyente. What does the problem have to do with the pricing?
Jem, ikaw na bahala dyan.
Okay, magunahan.
Grabe.
Pero sige, in the context of a service provider, what does solving a problem have to do with yung the way you price your services?
Okay, so sige. So sabihin natin sa marketing funnel or 'di ba sa goal nila, and then in order for that goal to achieve, parang as in merong dadaanan. So goal, example 10M. How can you get the 10M? So of course, parang pwedeng like course. So in order for people like to enroll sa course, paano magkakaroon ng enrollees? So leads, 'di ba? So ngayon sa leads part, sa lead generation part. So usually ang mga nakakausap ko, yun yung naging problems nila. So wala silang pumapasok na leads. So most of ano na to, like application ng sa skill na pinoprovide namin, which is lead generation.
Right.
So yun, di ba? So ang problem nila is lead generation part, di ba? So example, if wait lang, goal, di ba? Goal 10M. Tapos sa 10M na yun, of course, pero before actually sa enrollees, lead generation. So sa lead generation part, like ilang leads yung kailangan mong makuha, di ba? Before yung client makakuha ng enrollees and ma-hit yung 10M goal na yon. So ibig sabihin, as in ang i-solve namin na problem is dun sa liberation part. Gets ba?
Right. Yeah.
So kaya yon. So kaya as in papasok dun yung solving of problem na as in magbaback like reverse engineer nung sa goal ng client or yung sa problem na sinusolve mo in order to hit that goal. So yun.
Right. Okay. So, does anybody else want to add to that? Although maganda yung paliwanag ni Jem
Yeah.
Kasi it has to do with the goal set nung business, ng client. And of course, in order to achieve that goal, there's a gap that you need to fill, which is in your case nga, sabi mo nga, generating enough leads for them to generate that income. Anybody else have, their thoughts on yung tanong na yon? Problem, pricing. Usually kasi, 'di ba, lalo sa context ng freelancing na pinag-uusapan natin, you relate the problem with the value. Tama ba? So, parang springboard off of that, paano napupunta sa pricing yung usapan?
Kaya nga. And naalala ko lang, parang ang challenge kasi, at least ng mga napagdaan ko before, yung pinaka-challenge ng mga service provider or any business owner is that nakatutok tayo, most of us before, at least yung ako, most of us nakatutok tayo sa ating product or sa mismong service natin. Ilang oras yung ilalagay natin dito, gaano karaming, di ba, parang gaano karaming deliverables, ano yung mga ginastos natin, yung mga cost, ganyan-ganyan. Ang challenge is, pag masyado tayo nakafocus sa product natin is more on, di ba, pag nag-offer tayo ng service, kahit anong sabihin natin, believe it or not, ayaw natin yung binibentahan tayo. Di ba? Ayaw natin yung binibentahan tayo. So pag laging yun yung bukang bibig natin, anytime, anywhere, pag may kausap tayong potential client, is dun talaga papasok yung ang mahal ng service natin. Di ba? Kasi di ba, for example, copywriting, magsusulat lang naman ako ng email eh. Pero bakit ako sisingil ng $100, $200? Minsan pa nga napapaabot ko $500 per email, di ba? Di ba? So parang kung yun lang yung i-focus ko, then bakit nila ako babayaran ng ganun? But, katulad nga nung sinabi ni Jem, if we try to solve a problem and mag-focus tayo sa problem ng client, na if that email could give them additional $10,000 na benta dahil sa isang email lang na yun, then hindi ba sila matutuwa na magbayad sa akin ng $500 para lang, alam mo yun, gumawa pa ng maraming emails to provide more $10,000 para sa kanila. So parang, for me, yun yung isa sa breakthrough talaga for me na parang, instead of focusing on our product, our service, ourselves, let's just focus on kung ano yung mga problem na sinosolve natin.
Okay. Thank you for answering, Coach. Mitch and Ice, baka meron pa kayo dadagdag?
Naalala ko lang, kasi when I was, yung etong huli kong premium client, well, siya lang naman talaga yung premium ko last year, yung kinu-consider kong premium at least. I've charged them 50K per head.
Oh, maganda yan.
Ito yung ito yung sinabi ko kay Coach Mark. Coach Mark, tinatawaran nila ako. He started na, Mitch, ang premium mo naman. And I did not deny that. Kasi I know na mas mataas talaga yung rate ko. As in, tinaas ko pa nga, di ba? Tapos, what I told them is that you are asking me, yung pinaka-problema nila, you are asking me to have non-testers, those without experience, to be center of excellence. So, ito yung ina-address ko. So, we're talking about value than pricing. So, hindi ko binalik yung usapan sa presyo, but value of what I'm delivering. So, pati nung kanina, meron akong napanood na short clip sa Facebook na paano daw kapag sinabi na, eto lang ang budget ko eh. So,
Yes,
makeup
oo.
artist siya. 420,000 rupee, kunyari. Tapos, ang rate niya is 800 rupee. So, paano daw gagawin doon? So, sinasabi niya, makeup artist to. So, sabi niya, so, kunyari lumapit si Aiza. Sabi ko sana, si Tito Ron eh.
Malapit na.
Sabi niya, Mitch, gusto ko magpa-makeup. I have a wedding to attend to. Or kunyari, sabi niya, makeup pa mo lang ako. Sabihin ko, where are you going? It's a wedding. Sabi ko, okay, sige. Sabi niya, hindi niya ako tinanong kung magkano yung rate ko, pero sinabi niya mag-budget niya. So, sasabihin niya, Aiza, I only have 420 rupee for this. Sabihin ko, where are you going? Wedding. Sabi niya. Tapos, ang sabi niya doon ako natawa, is your ex gonna be there? Kasi, di ba?
Yun.
May ganun.
Post niya,
Sa pang-ex.
di ba? Usually, ganun tayo eh. Pag even ex mo or mga reunion, di ba? We want to present ourselves better, di ba? Than how they saw us. So, pwede mong gamitin yun. Ano ba yung pain point mo na gustong i-address? Bakit mo gusto magpa-makeup sa akin?
True. I think magandang point yun kasi minsan hindi lang naman pera yung problem eh. Di ba? There are some deeper things. Hindi sa mukha yung problem or sa ex, di ba? pero may iba pang problem talaga like time, di ba?
Right.
Energy or may mga iba pang bagay pero yes.
And what I'm getting from yung sinabi ni Mitch na yun, correct me if I'm wrong, is subjective kasi yung value dun sa tao na pinoprovide mong service. So to that person, yung makeup niya na yun, baka might be worth, 10,000 rupees, sabi mo. Kasi baka makikita niya dun, mga dating nanlalait sa kanya, nung high school siya, dati niyang crush na hindi siya pinansin, di ba? So it might be worth a lot more than to a person naman na dati na siyang muse palagi, dati na siyang sikat sa school, attend siya ng same reunion, she or he probably needs or can pay a lower rate, kumbaga. So it's all subjective. Oh, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi same same naman yung gagawin mo, kumbaga. Parehas lang naman talaga siya.
Which brings me to add lang dun sa... Ay, sorry. To add lang dun sa point na yun.
Sige, ikaw mo na go.
Na parang, ang tawag dun, yung the biggest income breakthrough na nangyari sa akin, hindi naman dahil pinalitan ko kung anong ginagawa ko. Kasi di ba minsan yun yung tendency natin, nag-email copy ako. Pero si Jem, ang laki ng kinikita sa Facebook eh. Mag-Facebook ads na lang kaya din ako, di ba? O kaya si Mitch nag-IT, di ba? Yung kay Mitch, di ko na kaya yun, IT na yun. Pero di ba, yung tipong naghahanap ng ibang mga services to increase yung offering or yung pricing, di ba? But in my experience, the biggest income shift na nangyari para sa akin, pati sa mga clients ko, is not changing what I do, but who I do it for. Diba?
Yeah.
Kasi nabanggit mo kanina na para sa isang tao na yun nga kung may ex, di ba? And yun yung problem niya. So malaking value na yun. Then para sa mga taong pupunta ng kasal na nandun yung ex nila. And then syempre, kung sila targetin mo, mag-premium ka na ng makeup service, di ba? Pero pag yung ito-target mo lang is yung anyone else na gusto lang magpa-makeup, then of course, na yan, pababaan na ng presyo yan. Di ba?
Right.
Pag gano'n.
Oo. Parang kung sasali ka ng beauty pageant at yung beauty pageant mo ay Miss Barangay something, okay na yung medyo mura-murang makeup. Pero kung is international yan, hindi pwede ang mumurahing makeup na charge, di ba? So I think that's what Coach Mark is saying. Ice, may sasabihin ka?
Yes, to add din dyan, like sa value, nilapitan ko din si Coach Mark about dito sa client namin. Kasi we're offering like a premium deal din sa kanya. Pero the client is hindi pa siya nag-generate revenue sa product niya. So mahirap i-justify based on ROI alone. Pero I know na if we get this client, kasi meron pa akong tinitingnan bukod sa ganun. This client, on the other hand, is an entrepreneur, meaning he has like 4 SaaS. So sa isip ko naman, yung diskarte ko din kasi sa mga clients ko, I want long-term clients that I like working with. And gusto ko parang may monthly retainer ako na I can work with them long time because nahirapan ako sa pabago-bago parate ng client. So I prefer to nurture a relationship with like one client and then sige ako na pagawin ng lahat mong SaaS, pang ganun. and I will make you happy. So doon lumapit nga din ako kay Coach Mark. Sabi ko, paano ko ba ma-justify yung premium pricing ko dito? Eh wala siyang income for now. So yung offer namin doon is we help him position his product. So email din and website copy. So yung ending, so we always offer din yung cheapest kumbaga service namin, parang foot in the door offer para we test each other. Tapos I want it din kasi yung mga clients ko na less risk sa kanila because I want them din to get value sa i-invest nila sa akin. So I'm big on that. Like if I want them to pay me, like for example, 1.5 yung minimum ko, I want them to get the most out of it. Right. So I think yun nga, yung sabi ni Coach Mark, you make him realize the value daw na maibigay mo, that he doesn't have to deal with multiple vendors. Ako na lang, yung team ko na lang. So I think na namin yun, na-hit namin. He liked working with us and ngayon he is asking us to work on his second SaaS. And sometimes sabi pa niya nga sa amin you charge so high. Sabi niya. Tapos yung maganda pa kasi sa mga clients like this, clients who care and clients who are really experienced, they will share with you the business model of your competitors. Alam mo yun? Parang lahat ng clients ay nagsasabi, you know what, we have this another agency talk to us. Here is their pricing. You look at it, they seem to be more experienced pero they are cheaper than you, parang ganon. So parang bonus points yun, nakikita mo na nga yung kung paano mag-propose yung competitor mo. So yun. And at the same time, they're giving us constructive criticism and we take it talaga yung mga ganun. And sometimes I don't mind flexing my price a little bit, lalo na if pa-premium na. So yung ending is, nag-upgrade sila sa pinakamalaki naming package. And at the same time, they are asking us to work on the second SaaS. So yun kasi yung tinitingnan ko din. If I compromise a little lang ha, wag yung sobrang lugi ka. If I compromise a little and you lessen the deliverables, you make the sequence simpler, lugi ba talaga ako? Eh, yung kapalit nun is I get to work with him on a longer basis. Meron ka ng stable income. Meron ka pang additional work from him kasi meron siyang ibang SaaS eh. So if you impress him at this project, ikaw na talaga kukunin nun. So yun din yung diskarte ko. Like, siguro yung mga percentage ng long-term clients ko is around 60%. So, yun, like I started din sa isang client, $60 per hour. Pero like right now, he's paying me retainer na. Tapos kahit minsan, I just maintain his list. Mga $999 na siya per dollars per month. So, wala naman ako masyadong gagawin dun. So, yun yung goal ko eh. Parang long-term value ng client. So, yun. I don't charge super high package. I start with a small, paunti-unti. Kasi 1 year, maka 10K ka na pala dyan sa client. And so that's my game plan. So yun
para may maganda rin sinabi si Aiza na I think vision mission din ito nila Jem na, di ba? Ano nga yung vision ni Jem, di ba? May nabanggit kasi si Aiza. Yung part lang na yun.
Yung alin doon, coach.
Making the client happy.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you charge us so high but you make me happy, okay, di ba? So parang bigay pa rin sila.
I'll work with you.
I work with you. Kaya tsaka sometimes naman sabi mo nga it's not yung sa simula, okay, pwede namang babaan natin ng onte if you know naman na good long-term client yun, di ba? Then bigay mo na yung value upfront.
This is also the reason why tayo may mga may mga go-to services tayo, di ba? Halimbawa, may go-to restaurant ka, may go-to barbero ka, may go-to makeup artist ka. Kasi, hindi yung intangibles is part of the equation. Kung yung sinabi nga ni Jem, di ba, na you make the client happy. Baka sobrang galing nga nito pero hindi ka naman inaalagaan ng gusto or hindi ka naman makakwentuhan habang mini-makeupan ka, di ba? Kung minsan you value those intangibles. Binibiro ko nga yung wife ko eh. Kasi ako, nag-shave lang ako ng ulo sa bahay. Kasi may shaver ako eh. Pero dati, nung walang ECQ, I still go to this barbershop na medyo mahal yung singil. Sabi niya, paano punta doon? Kasi may masahe. Alam mo yun? You pay for the massage. Hindi naman talaga yung gupit eh, di ba? You pay for the value added service, kumbaga, ika nga. So, sometimes it's the personality of the person that you're working with. Kagaya sinabi ni Ice. Kung minsan, tinitingnan nila yon. Baka mamaya, ang mura nga nito, ang hirap naman kausap. Diba? Ito, ang mahal nga. Pero lahat naman ng iba to, kung naiintindihan niya, nagkakaintindihan kami, then it's worth the money that I pay. Kung minsan, it's all about convenience. Tama ba, Coach?
Yeah, definitely. Lalo na yung sa mga higher paying na clients kasi for them, money, nilalaro lang nila yun. Diba?
Kung marami sila nun, okay na, sa'yo
diba?
na yan.
Humug lang.
Parang parang it's more important for them yung matulungan mo sila ma-save yung time nila and energy kaysa yung sa pera. Kasi yung pera, kikitain naman nila. Alam na nila kung paano kumita ng pera. Pero yung time, hindi na nila mababalik yun, di ba? Yung mga time and energy. And kaya, yeah.
Nice. Now, para sa mga nanonood sa atin who might be at the early stages of setting up a business or freelancing or whatever it is that they want to do, marami kasi dyan, they fall into the trap of thinking na yung deliverables has a lot to do with their pricings. Kagaya na sinabi nyo nga kanina, usually it's deliverables or energy or hours spent, doon nila ini-equate yung pricing nila, di ba? Lalo na kung hourly rate, gaano ba kahirap yung trabaho, gaano karaming kailangan ko i-deliver. What's your advice for people who are in that boat right now pero gusto nila mag-transition into more hindi conventional pricing, kumbaga?
Sino mauna sa atin?
Nag-uunahan na naman kayo.
Kayo.
Yeah. Pero for me, siguro to start the conversation lang about this is, yun nga, yung sa deliverables, nasabi ko nga kanina, it's if we want to charge premium and hindi tayo ma-commoditize, na ma-compare tayo sa mga ibang tao, is we don't focus on our product. Kasi yung product or deliverables natin, kahit sino pwede gumawa niyan. Di ba? Kahit sino pwede gumawa yan. But if nandoon ka na sa position na na-try mo na yun, of course, siyempre, sa simula, doon naman tayo nagsisimula na time muna, di ba? Parang per hour muna, or per sulat, or per gawa, di ba? But the more you do it, the more you will develop eventually yung mga systems na, tsaka yung mga parang something na mapapansin mo na, uy, nagustuhan to ni client. Pero I think yun yung kailangan. Yung maging aware lang tayo na, I want to find, habang ginagawa ko to, I want to find something na nagugustuhan ng client na na hindi in-offer ng ibang tao. Di ba? Na hindi in-offer ng mga ibang kakompetensya. As simple as yun nga, yung tipong kesa maghanap ka lagi ng bagong contractor na magsusulat ng emails mo, paggagawa ng copy mo, ay parang why not maging isa ka sa mga tao na good ka for long term. Na ang mga clients mo is puro long term. Diba? So parang hindi na sila maghahanap ng iba, hindi na sila mag-access ng oras. Pag ganun, ikaw na uuna, pag-uunahan ka na nila, di ba? Or something like that. But okay. Yeah, I think to start the conversation, kasi alam ko may magagandang kwento.
Before I ask though everybody else to give their input, by the way, I just want to pause really quick kasi balikan ko lang yung mga nanonood sa atin. Especially, kasi may nagtanong na mamaya, it is super interesting question. May kinalaman to sa mga creatives, yung mga graphic designers, na kung minsan ito yung mga pinakamahirap i-price. Mamaya, babato ko yung tanong sa inyo. Pero, really quick lang, if you're watching on the page, on YouTube or in the community, and you find the conversation interesting, lalo na yung pricing for services and all, if you're somebody starting out as a freelancer or service provider, or maybe you have another business that you're setting up, lahat din naman tong mga bagay na to na pinag-uusapan namin is a major part of what we teach and champion sa loob ng the Freelance Movement Tribe. For those of you who don't know, the Freelance Movement Tribe is a paid community of freelancers mostly. Pero we always say, we're business owners disguised in freelancers, kumbaga. So that's a paid community, and if you're interested in learning about itong mga pinag-uusapan na to, okay, you can comment with the word tribe, whether you're watching this live or on replay. Kung gusto nyong malaman sa natututunan nito nila Mitch, ni Mark, ni Jem, tsaka ni Isa yung mga pinagsasabi nila, comment with the word tribe. We'll have somebody reach out to you, yung mga success managers natin, and they will, by the way, bantayan nyo yung inyong message request folder kasi usually the message lands there. So baka hindi nyo makita yung messages. They're gonna send you a message, they're gonna have a conversation with you to see if we can help you, if we're in the position to help you right now sa business nyo or sa career nyo sa freelancer, para mag-increase din yung pricing nyo. Matuto rin kayo to price kagaya ng pinipression ni Mitch. Grabe, 50K per person ang singil ni Mitch.
50K.
Nahiya naman tayo, di ba? Kaya nasa boardroom siya ngayon kahit na gabi na. Oh,
At maliwanag sa
boardroom.
labas kahit gabi na.
Oh. Balik tayo dun sa question kanina. If you have somebody who's starting out na who's stuck with pricing based on hourly or deliverables, tapos sinabi niya sa inyo, I want to transition, what would be the best advice you would give them?
Transition to
higher pricing na hindi na based on kasi marami, let me provide more context, Mitch. I'm sure marami na either na sumubok ng freelancing or service-based businesses na siguro kasi nga nagko-compare lang sila sa market eh, 'di ba? Kung ano yung nakita nila. Doon lang nila binabase yung pricing nila. Maybe it's hourly, maybe it's based on deliverables kung project siya. Pero sabihin nila, teka, gusto kong sumingil lang mas mataas eh. Kaya lang hindi ko alam kung paano, where do I start? Yun.
Siguro sa akin, it's always going back to value. So, even in a different essence, value add. So, you don't actually have to do more, but actually allow your services or your activity to give them more value. Kunyari sa akin, since yung service ko, kunyari, training. So, I'm still conducting the same training, same number of days, but then, yung output nila doon is not just learning, but actually delivering on their project. So, while they're learning, nagagamit pa sila para sa project nila. Usually, kapag training time, off yun sa business time, ma-generate yung value ng mga tao na pinapatrain. Pero nung sinabi ko na, ang gagawa natin ng activities, madi-deliver para sa project nyo. Then that's something na nag-light bulb sa client. Talaga, that's something that's not being offered by other. Pero, yung effort ko is the same. So, for your offers, think of what can you do to give them more value with the same amount of effort that you're giving.
Right. Thank you, Mitch. May dagdag pa, Jem?
Yes, ako. Yung usual na gawa namin with the agency or the clients we work with. And actually, suggestion for others na nag-start. Siguro what they can do, kasi I think the reason kaya hindi pa nakakapag-charge ng premium kasi hindi ka pa ganun ka-confident with yung charging premium. So, ang kailangan mo muna is parang I need to be confident in charging premium. And paano ba magigain yung confidence na yon? So, kung ma-deliver mo yung certain results na parang gusto mong ibigay din kay client or parang giving like quick win. So I think what they can do is parang mag-test ng 30-day trial with the client. So parang ang gawin na parang testing as in like minimal rate muna. Then what they can do after the 30 days, doon ka like mag-set up din or parang after the 30 days as in like nakalagay yun sa contract nyo na parang after 30 days mag-usap ulit kayo kung ano na yung next steps. And then if, di ba, nakapagbigay ka ng certain results or kayo, with the client, I think naman yung next na premium din talaga na as in original na original or parang yung premium rate na gusto mo, I think as in kaya mo na siyang i-charge.
So parang for you, it's build that muscle, yung confidence by trying it out first, kumbaga.
Yeah.
Subok lang muna.
Yes.
Para less risk on both parties.
Yes.
Maganda yung sinabi ni Jem kasi pagdating sa confidence, kala ko noong una kailangan maging confident muna tayo before talagang magkaroon ng talagang magandang mga result, di ba? Pero yung sabi nga ni Jem, yung confidence yun nangyayari after natin gawin yung isang bagay. After natin ma-achieve yung isang bagay. So kung if it means na lang muna, parang mababang feel lang sa simula, pero yung balik sa'yo, confidence to charge more premium in the future. Di ba? Kaya, galing.
Right. Tama. Makes sense.
I have something to add then.
Yeah, sure.
Like, something na hindi masyadong binibigay as advice but I think has a huge factor in charging premium is the clients that you approach or like the prospects. Na-realize ko din to lately kasi paano ka ba babayaran ng premium if yung ina-approach mo startup. So, isa din kasi yan sa mali ko. Like, sabi ko, dito muna ako sa startup kasi nga, newbie din ako. So, dun ako sa kanila. Which is, hindi pala tama. Like if newbie ka, dapat dun ka na sa client who is already winning. Kahit yung mga big brands. So don't be afraid to reach out to big brands. Yun din yung isa kong takeaway. Like lately ko lang din nalaman. Because they still need help, and at the same time, they have the capacity to pay you premium. So if you can't charge premium, you also have to check sino ba yung ina-approach mo. Baka maling group yung ina-approach mo.
Right.
So like sa isa kong products din, like same din sa SaaS, pero yung physical products na magandang comparison dito, an example, are the balloons. Diba medyo expensive kasi siya, like 1,000. And then when I post yan sa marketplace, madaming nag-i-inquire, pero like nobody is buying. Mahal daw. Wala ba daw mga 500, 200, ganun. Pero when I go to IG, sila pa nga yung lumalapit, inbound pa. And they are like asking, or I want this. So, di ka na nga magbebenta, sila na yung lumalapit sa'yo. So, if you can't close premium, maybe it's not you, maybe it's the prospects that you're reaching out to. So, yun, medyo hindi din natin yan na consider minsan.
Kasi yung term na expensive is also subjective.
Yes.
What may be expensive to one, baka murang-mura sa iba yon, di ba? So parang it's a play on value and yung actual price that you're throwing out to people is what I'm getting. By the way, ibato ko na yung question kanina. Si Sofia Capino, I hope you're still watching. Sabi niya, paano daw sa mga video editors or siguro kasama na rin dito yung mga graphic designers? And this has always been a question in my mind as well. Although may mga narinig na akong sagot dito. Paano, sabi niya, meron po ba kayong idea how much your tribe members that are video editors charge? Per scope of work po ba yung basis nila or is it something else?
Yun, maganda usapan yan. Kasi, yun nga, yung creative kasi parang yung ibang tao tingin nila, creative, di ba? It's hard to attach some value doon. So, pero ako, hindi naman ako creative. Pero yung wife ko, siya yung nag-creative, nasa art din siya. So, design din talaga. And I think, pabalik pa rin tayo dun sa value ng ginagawa. Like, kasi it's not about us eh. It's not about kung ano yung ginagawa natin. It's about the value that we're giving. Ano ba yung problem na sinosolve nung ginagawa natin? Diba?
Yep.
So kung ang focus natin is yung mga graphics, yung designs, ganyan, and of course, pababaan ng value yan, diba? Pero, may mga tao out there na para sa kanila, malaki yung value nung art. Then, yun yung, again, doon na naman sa kung sino yung kausap. Diba?
Speaking of, hindi ko alam kung nakita nyo to recently. Yung Xiaomi, nakita nyo ba? Nag-logo change sila.
Phone?
Yeah. So, may logo change ang Xiaomi. Ang ginawa lang, yung square na borders nung MI na logo, ginawang rounded yung edges. And siningil yata nung designer is basta malaking amount. Sobrang laki na parang nagiging meme na ngayon yung nangyari na yun na bakit daw sumingil ng ganong kalaki? Parang, kumbaga niliha mo lang yung gilid kasi dati square talaga siya. Ngayon ginawang rounded na. Walang nagbago. Nothing else was changed. Yung logo nila looks the same pretty much except rounded edges na siya. So, yung sinasabi ni Coach Mark nga, di ba? Baka sa Xiaomi, it's a big deal na maging rounded edges sila.
Exactly, yeah. Diba? Sila dyan, may maganda sagot din dyan kasi may mga creative silang katrabaho.
Jem. Kasi alam ko, sa Facebook ads may content creatives involved, di ba?
Okay, sige. So ito like real life application or example. Okay, sa creative spark. Kasi meron kaming like graphics designer or as in like yung lead generation, ano ba? Basta kung magiging sa conversion part ng creatives. So example, di ba, ang ginagawa namin is Facebook ads. Tapos kung diba sa Facebook ads, isa sa mga like a way to convert people is yung creatives na ginagawa mo. It's either video or image creatives. So ito, recent lang na campaigns namin. So of course, marami kaming mga niran na campaigns. And then like we have different creatives. Tapos hindi siya nagko-convert. Yung kumbaga like ang mahal ng cost per lead namin. Tapos ang mahal ng cost per lead namin. Tapos hindi siya nagpapatuloy. Ang mahal ng cost per lead namin. So, ang ginawa namin is nagpagawa kami ng additional creatives for the creatives person namin. Tapos nang gumawa siya ng bagong creatives, as in dun na na-lessen yung cost per lead namin, and then at the same time, as in yung pasok ng leads sa amin, as in dire-diretso. So kumbaga, ang sinasabi ko lang is kung paano mo ipo-position. Kasi nga, yun nga, gumawa kayo ng certain creatives, hindi naman ko convert. Tapos itong isang creatives na to, as in nag-convert siya ng marami or nagbigay siya ng maraming leads, and then that leads again can convert into sales. How many sales? Right. So di ba, as in like, yeah, I think yung client if sales is makaka-generate ng at least like 10,000 USD. So di ba, I think like $500, I think okay na siyang, di ba, rate. So yun.
Di ba?
O, di ba? Teka, meron akong gustong idagdag na, hindi naman idagdag, pero parang kind of follow-up question, pero may konting, share ko na rin yung aking natutunan, kumbaga. We've been mentioning kanina pa yung value. Siyempre, sasabihin nila, ano ba yung value na yan, di ba? So one of the things that I understand how we kind of parang ano ba, really show kung ano yung value ng isang bagay na ginagawa natin is by asking the person who receives, kumbaga, kung ano yung work natin, kung anong valuable sa kanila. Now, sa tribe, tinuturo lagi ito. A very simple principle yung tinatawag. Getting
Na wala
parang
daw
wala daw
yung
yung audio
audio.
natin. Let's check lang.
Narinig niyo ba ako?
Naririnig
kita,
ko.
Mark.
Oo,
Sila lang
nagkakarinigan
ata.
tayo. Josh, sorry,
Oo,
direct.
sila lang.
Okay, we're gonna try to
Direct.
we're gonna try to fix
Mag-muna
this.
tayo.
Direct. Okay na daw,
Okay
sabi
na?
ni Rika.
Okay na daw.
Okay na ba?
Oo.
Naririnig na?
Oo.
Rewind ko.
Yes.
Test lang, test. Mukhang sa
Ulit
page,
daw.
let us know.
Okay na sa Facebook.
Wala pa raw sa page, pero sa community meron na. Ayan, sabi ni Glyza sa page meron na raw. Okay, sorry guys.
Ayun.
Nakita naman namin, so we paused. Okay, pinigilan ko si Coach Mark doon sa sinasabi niya. Pero let me just say what I said kanina kung na-miss ninyo. One of the things na tinuturo sa loob ng tribe is all about the idea or the concept of understanding the revenue line, which is knowing na lahat ng businesses, they need leads, conversions, and repeat customers or retained customers. So ang tanong ko kanina was, how important is it for someone to understand that para maging mas confident sila in pricing, and at the same time, yung pricing nila medyo would make sense to the people na sinisingil nila? Coach, ulitin mo yung sagot mo.
Okay, repeat. But yeah, basically, yung as a service provider and as a freelancer who serves business owners, dalawang problem lang naman yung kadalasan na gusto nilang i-survey, di ba? Or i-solve. It's either increase yung revenue or increase yung profitability or save money, kumbaga, di ba? Increase revenue, save money, and syempre dun papasok yung revenue line, di ba? Kasi parang kung yun yung focus nila, then most likely, kasi ano ba yung purpose ng business? Di ba? To generate money lang naman talaga. Kahit na may mga iba pang mga side purpose yan or mga mission. Pero at the end of the day, kailangan ng pera to run those mission, di ba? So business pa rin talaga. So the time nung naintindihan ko talaga yung revenue line, I think that for me is really, really powerful to position myself na mag-charge ng premium. Kasi if I know how to help them generate more revenue or help them save more money, 'di ba? Para mag-increase yung profitability nila. Then mas madali nang mag-charge ng premium, 'di ba? Kasi imagine, at least for me, kung if I can bring mga $100,000 sa client, then at least 10% man lang nun, gusto kong singilin, 'di ba? Kasi it's not fair din. Parang hindi rin siya makatarungan para sa client na, okay, pina-promise mo na bibigyan mo 100,000 tapos sisingilin mo lang ako ng $100. Parang totoo ka ba? 'Di ba? So hindi para sa kanila hindi rin nila ano yan, hindi rin nila ma-approve 'yun. So yung deeper understanding ng kung ano yung revenue line, I think that's really, really powerful.
Thank you, Coach Mark. How about for you, Ice? I'm sure you encountered that concept as well. Was that a major parang breakthrough for you na parang aha moment na, oo nga no, makes sense na if I can affect any of these three, how was it when you learned about that?
Yes. So, nung na-learn ko yon, like yung revenue line, kasi gusto nga nila, like Coach Mark said, na improve and then improve lang talaga yung conversion. So, ginamit ko naman siya for my service is sa pag-retain ng clients. So, what I offer like clients is, once I set up the email sequence, ano pa lang kasi yan, initial pa yan. So, there are like, I need to know yung performance ng emails mo, yung reaction ng list mo sa email. So, I can also help you do that. And I can, if I do that, I can further like convert more like paying users in the long term. So parang ganun. So ginamit ko siya in my advantage. Nasabi ko pwede ko pa siyang pataasan yung revenue nila month after month as long as i-hire nila ako as to maintain their list and to optimize the emails. So yun yung naging way din sa akin para mag-retain. And if you retain na kasi a client, like sobrang gaan na lang ng work like for this one client. Tapos parang nagsisingil ka lang ng monthly invoice. Tapos yung work na you have to do is like, I don't know, 4 hours per month. Parang max na ngayon or 2 hours kasi maintain mo lang yung list. So lalo na yung automate mo, di ba? Parang yun na. So kaya nga sabi nila 80% of the revenue comes from recurring customers. So use it to your advantage then.
Tama. Gusto ko tong business ni Aisa kasi she deals with retaining customers of her customers and at the same time she tries to retain her customers as well. So parang retention, ang tawag din yung movie na yun?
Retention
yung
queen
mga magagandang clients lang.
Oo. Diba? Retentionception. Parang ganon. Kasi sa Inception daw, nasa movie with Dream Within a Dream. So parang luto sa sariling mantika yung ginagawa ni Aisa, diba? So anyway, another thing I wanted to ask, and siguro bato ko naman kay Mitch to. Okay? Meron din kasi tayong wrong understanding siguro kuminsan of what is cost and what is price. Okay? Parang ano to tawag nun? Parang, pop quiz? Hindi, yung ano lang, di ba? I have my own take on cost and pricing kasi. Kasi di ba pag, may product ka, there's a cost to produce the product. Parang ganon.
Exactly.
Pero yung price doesn't really have anything to do with the cost. Pero madalas kasi tayo, we make the mistake of saying na, sige, cost ko to, tapos a little bit of a percentage lang idadagdag ko para sabihin ko na yun yung pricing niya. Pero in the context of what we're saying right now, sorry Mitch, in the context of what we're saying right now, is it possible din na parang yung cost has really nothing to do with my price? Parang ganun.
Ako, ginagawa ko yung costing ng expenses.
Yep.
So that I have an idea na dito ako mag-start magpatong. Hindi pwedeng lower than this, syempre. Diba?
Of course.
From all the licenses na ginagamit ko, from internet, even yung mga, kunyari, Zoom, mic, diba? Those are all costs. And even yung, kunyari, electricity na ginagamit ko, all of those are costs. So, monthly, dapat kino-consider ko yung mga costs na yun. So, regardless kung may training ako or consulting ako, wala, those should be considered so that my business keeps on running.
So, dapat ma-cover siya lahat, kumbaga.
Yes.
Right.
Price pa lang yun, cost pa lang yun.
Oo.
So, meron pang cost.
That's the bottom na kumbaga. Okay.
So, pati yung mga tao na kung mag-hire ako or kung ako yun, dapat may sweldo rin ako. So, part yun
Yeah.
ng cost. Tapos, meron pa ako consider na tax.
Mhm.
Di ba?
Yan yung, teka, yung sinabi mong yun, I wanna, can you repeat that? Kasi di ba, madalas tayo, and I think John, si JTL said this in one post before, na kung minsan, pag freelancer tayo, nawala na naman ba yung audio? Nawala na naman daw?
Nawala. Sabi.
Guys, can you hear us?
Isa pa lang naman.
May nagsabi, oo.
nag-comment.
Anyway, let us know guys kung naririnig nyo pa rin ako or kami. Okay na, sige. So, madalas, especially for doing freelance work, tas solo tayo or solopreneur, parang hindi natin kinoconsider yung costing kung minsan sa pricing ng services natin. Tapos, we end up parang treating all of the income or revenue na pumapasok as parang, yun na, siya na yung income
Profit.
natin. Parang ganon, oo.
Lahat
Oo.
na.
Yeah.
Oo, parang lahat sa bulsa mo, ganon.
Akala mo,
Diba?
kumita ka ng malaki, pero hindi.
Yeah.
Oo.
Hindi pala.
Talo ka
Tinanggal
pa.
mo pala yung kuryente, yung
Yun.
ganito, bumili kang bagong
Yeah.
computer, bagong mouse, nagbayad ka ng ganito, namasahe ka, ibinawas mo lahat. You end up with
Pa-barbershop.
barya na lang, 'di ba?
At considered siya kasi dun, kunyari ako, especially for me, my business is local, yung local
Mhm.
client. So, tinatax pa ako. So, I
Right.
also have an accountant that I need to pay sa service niya. So, those should be considered. So, even before, parang feeling ko, siguro first year na wala akong accountant, yung first year of business ko, wala akong accountant. So, hindi ko na-realize, parang, shocks, ang laki pala nung tax na kailangan kong bayaran. So,
Yep.
dapat talaga kino-consider yun. So, on top of all the costs, bibigyan mo ng percentage yung sarili mo. How much yung dapat, yung masaya kong maging profit.
Right.
Kunyari ako, twice ng cost, yun yung happy ako na price.
Okay.
So, yun. Consider na lahat ng tax, ng kuryente, lahat ng expense, even yung sweldo ko. So, dapat nilalagay yun. I think ang problema sa mga freelancers or even startups is that lahat palabas. Kaya tayo din nade-drain. Na parang feeling natin, ang konti na nga nung pumasok, tapos pag na-compute na lahat, dun, talo ka na. Dun mo mafe-feel.
Yeah.
Kaya kahit gaano kalaki yung pricing mo, parang wala kang kinikita.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Parang
yan na.
parang kumita ka lang para magtrabaho.
Oo.
Di ba?
Parang kumita ka, pero hindi.
Bumaliktad.
O yan na, life
Yeah.
advice na yung binigay ni Mitch doon kasi hindi lang pricing yun. Yun considering everything that you spend on, you have to make sure na may matitira talaga sa'yo na substantial amount pa rin. Otherwise, hindi profitable yung business mo, 'di ba?
Yeah. Otherwise mag-ano na lang,
Charity ka na lang.
employee ka na lang, di ba? Hindi, di ba?
Kasi sa empleyado, wala kang
Balik
gasto sa
9 to
kuryente.
5.
Yes,
Malinis,
so,
'di ba?
parang dito, business owners talaga, pati yung mindset natin, di ba?
So masakit pala sa ulo tong ginagawa natin na to. In short,
Umpisa.
Medyo.
sa umpisa lang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pero worth
Sige.
it, di
Ilang
ba?
years yung umpisa, yun ang tanong.
Okay, before I throw another question at you guys, balikan ko lang ulit kasi okay na ba audio natin? Let us know guys kung may problema, pero we want to make sure that you guys can hear all the answers na binibigay ng panel natin. And like I said kanina, binanggit ko na to, but if you're just watching right now, mapa sa page yan sa community or sa YouTube channel, or you're watching on replay, okay? If you find value and you found our conversations interesting, maybe it helped you with ideas on pricing your service, etc. At kung feeling nyo you're at the point where you want to take that leap and really take your business to the next level, mapa freelancing yan or whatever, okay, and you want to be associated with these people, si Mitch na nasa boardroom, si Coach Mark na
nasa kwarto.
nasa sulok, si Aiza na nasa kanyang living room, di ba? Tsaka si Jem na nasa sulok din. Okay?
Magkatabi lang kami ni Jem eh.
Oo nga, parehas na kulay ng pader nyo.
Kabila ng
You might wanna check out yung tribe nga, which is a paid community of not only freelancers, sasabihin ko na to, business owners, really. Ito rin yung mga kuminsan pinag-uusapan, para mga geek lang sila, nag-nerd out sila sa mga ganitong klase ng usapan. Pero if it is gonna benefit you, kagaya na sinabi ko, consider checking out yung tribe, how you can be part of it. Just comment with the word tribe. We'll have somebody reach out to you within the next 12 hours or so. And we'll have a little chat. Tingnan natin kung we're a good fit, kumbaga. If we can help you out para ma-achieve natin yung goals ninyo sa business ninyo. Okay. Meron pa akong a few other things I wanted to ask you. Nabanggit na rin kanina yung offer. Okay? Ano ba tong offer na to and what does this have to do with pricing? Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng offer? Si Coach Mark kasi kanina pa binabanggit yun eh. Yung offer. Oh. Kasi para marami siguro tayong nanonood, baka hindi nila alam yung tinutukoy mo na yan na offer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ano ka ba sasagutin to? but yeah, basically for me, it's more of offer. Hindi siya talaga yung product natin, di ba? Parang the way I look at it is yung mga tao may problem sila or may tinatawag ko nasa hell island. Kumbaga may problem sila, di ba? And then gusto nila makapunta sa heaven island. Or ito yung mga goals, dreams, aspirations, more leads, more sales, more retention, ganyan. And in order to go from hell island to heaven island, of course, kailangan nila tumawid, di ba? Either tumalon-talon or lumangoy or magbangka, di ba? And yung pagitan ng dalawang island na yun yung offer natin, di ba? Offering them something to bring people from hell island to heaven island or from their problem to their goal
Their happy
or
place,
dreams.
kumbaga.
Yeah, their happy place. Totoo.
Oo.
And kaya dun papasok na hindi talaga pwede yung tingnan natin yung deliverables lang kung gusto nating mag-charge ng premium. Kasi kung deliverables lang yung titignan natin, tapos kunyari yun nga ano bang mga offer dito? Ano pa ba ibang offer? Kanina yung creative, di ba? Yung design.
Right, oo.
So for example, yung design. Tapos i-offer natin sa taong walang hindi siya nasa heaven, hindi siya nasa hell. Hindi niya problem yung design, di ba? Wala naman siyang gustong design na kunin sa business nila. Then kahit anong pilit natin, hindi tayo makaka-charge ng premium.
Right.
Diba? But if there are someone na sobrang katulad nila Jem before na nagtatry sila mag-run ng business pero hindi nagko-convert yung ad kasi hindi maganda yung creative and then nilapitan mo siya na, oy, nakita ko na, napansin ko na nag-ads kayo and then parang nakita ko na medyo tagilid yung ad ninyo na lagi ko na nakikita pero ilan pa lang yung likes, ilan pa lang yung comment. Baka maybe may yung sa creative yung kulang, di ba? So I have a sample for you na creative na gawa mo and kung gusto mo, baka pwede tayo mag-usap. And then dun, pag ganun yung usapan, madali, di ba, ewan ko sa mga experience ng mga nanditong panelists natin, but pag nakuha natin yung problem ng tao, kung halos wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa di ba? Diretso na agad na, okay, test na natin yan. Sige, di ba? Gawin na natin yan. So,
okay. I have another thing na kanina iniisip ko. Kasi often, when we start out, and ako, ganito rin ako before, and I'm sure maybe some of you were like this as well. We fall into this trap of selling our skills siguro. Okay? Madalas makikita natin yan in people applying for jobs, di ba? Yung gagawa ka resume, lalagay mo lahat ng certificate mo, pati nung kinder ka, mga ganon. Ibibida mo lahat ng mga achievements mo. Pero the way you talk about an offer, Coach Mark, ano bang ang composition ng offer? And how is it different from yung typical way of selling ourselves, which is, yun nga, usually, nilalagay natin yung credentials natin, maybe portfolios and all of that, experience. Pero the way you talk about an offer, it looks like it has nothing to do with that. Yeah. So ano yung, can you dissect, ano ba itong, or anybody, kahit hindi ikaw, Coach Mark, can you dissect what goes into an offer?
Yeah. Ako siguro, sila na ipapasagutin ko. Pero for me, totally understand lang na minsan doon tayo manggagaling na pakita natin yung mga certificate or kung ano yung mga medals natin dyan. Kasi ganun tayo na-train eh. Di ba? Yep. Kung magkakaroon lang tayo ng star pag nagawa natin tama yung activities natin sa school. Magkaka-honor lang tayo pag mataas yung grade natin. Di ba? So parang yun yung training natin. But alam naman natin siguro kung nandito kayo sa group, most likely may entrepreneurial mindset kayo and namulat na yung mata nyo na iba talaga yung purpose ng mga school, di ba? It's more of employment talaga. And sa typical employment, yun yung hinahanap, di ba? Saan ka graduate, ano yung mga natapos mo, ano yung certificate mo, ganyan. But when it comes to business, ibang usapan na yun. And sila Mitch, Jem at Aiza na sasagot niyo sa composition ng offer kung meron kayong gusto sabihin na.
How do you create an offer? What goes into making an offer? And by the way, baka sabihin nila, anong kinalaman sa pricing nito? Okay? Mamaya dugtong natin ng konti. Bakit importante that you have an offer and what it has to do with, pricing your services as a business. Pero ano muna yung offer? What goes into creating an offer? Para pagtapos nitong session, pwede na silang gumawa ng offer nila. Di ba? Oh. Jem.
Oo nga.
Pwede na sabagot si Jem eh.
Kaya nga eh.
Actually, parang iniisip ko kung paano ko siya sasagutin. Pero siguro sa application na lang din. Yung offer for me or parang based din sa mga nakausap ko na clients or nasa-serve namin na clients, parang offer is really solving their problems and actually also parang achieving their goals. And based dun, yung sa kanina na parang ang pagkakaintindi ko kasi sa question, parang need ba ng certain tawag dito, yung kailangan ba naka-attend ka ng mga certain trainings, ganyan, and...
No, may formula ba to create an offer? Kasi, sige, bigyan ko na ng sagot. Yung offer usually, nakikita naman ng mga tao, especially in the community. When we create offer statements, we basically say, I help ganito, di ba? Yun yung typical no? Of course, there's a different way of saying it. Pero is there anything, may certain formula ba na ito dapat ang included dyan sa offers na yan? What do you have to articulate dun sa market para masabi natin na it's an actual offer?
Okay. Okay. Yung actually 'di ba sa offer is yun nga, like kung sino yung market na sinaserve mo, kung ano yung pwede mong kung ano yung sinasolve mo na problems, yon, or parang kung ano yung pwede nilang ma-hit or ma-achieve, parang in offering your offer or getting your offer. And then I think yun na. May nakalimutan ba ako? So
may isa pa siguro more on kung paano natin sila dadalhin.
What are kumbaga, anong ingredients, kumbaga? If kung magluluto ka ng offer, anong kailangan kasama?
Siguro yun, to add yung sa sinabi ni Jem, yung market na parang gusto mong i-serve, kung ano yung problem nila, and then kung paano natin sila tutulungan. Di ba?
Okay. I like how you said that, Coach Mark. So paano siya? Can you give an actual example? For example lang.
Sige, yung offer niyo na ano na yung mga offer niyo. Example.
Isa lang na yung mga offer niyo.
Sige, Jem, go.
Hindi, sige, go.
Nagkakahiyaan na naman tayo.
Ayan, kunyari ako, kapag sinasabi ko yung offer ko, sabihin ko, I'm helping software development company or banks, fintech companies deliver quality application while reducing cost. Ito yung papasok yung revenue line kasi that's how I help them, reducing the cost. Tapos sinasabi ko, ano ba yung ginagawa ko? Like testing, training, consulting. Para alam nila immediately if I'm the one for them just by reading yung offer line ko.
Okay. May simple formula ako dyan Naisip ko lang to. It should be the who, the what, and the how. Sino yung tinutulungan? What do you help them achieve? And then how do you help them achieve that? I think that's a pretty simple way of putting it, kumbaga. Kung mag-iisip kayo ng formula. Pero, Ice, may dadagdag ka pa doon? May kulang bang ingredient?
Wala na. Nasabi na nila lahat.
Okay. Cool. Okay, well, I think we've hit a lot of good points this evening. This has been a super interesting conversation, particularly for me. Alam niyo naman pag ganitong mga AMA interviews, I genuinely ask yung mga questions na to, as in parang, alam mo yun, I just want to have a conversation. And I appreciate yung parang, no holds barred answers na binigay niyo this evening. Talagang, I'm sure the viewers appreciate that as well. And sabi ko nga, kung may nakuha kayong kahit anong value dito sa bagay na to, let us know. Maybe type in your takeaways as well. Bukod sa i-type in nyo yung tribe if you're interested in learning more about how these people think and kung you wanna be part of this circle of people. Okay? Teka, basahin lang natin yung ilang comments. Nabasa ko pala kanina, Mitch, may nag-comment kanina sa umpisa pa lang. Kamukha mo raw si Solen.
Wow, artista.
Hindi ko, hindi mo i-backread mamaya yun.
Recurrent.
Si Marica Reyes. Oo, Marica Reyes ako. Vote for
I-backread mo
Marica.
tapos screenshot mo mamaya kasi meron talagang nag-comment na gano'n.
Testimonial yan.
Okay. Inaalala ko lang ngayon biglaan lang. Mamaya maglalabasan na yan. Sinong kamukha ni Coach Mark, ni Jem, ni Isa, ganun. Maglalabasan na yan. Anyway, siguro to end yung session natin for this evening, yun nga, sinabi ko kasi kanina, what does the offer have to do with yung charging premium, pricing your offer? I just want to conclude lang siguro, and you guys, if you want to add something mamaya, okay rin lang. Pero I just want to conclude na the main idea behind how these people price their offers or their services rather is ano ba yung impact that they leave in the business? At the end of the day, that's what matters most. Hindi yung what do they get as payment, di ba? While yes, it's important kasi sabi nga ni Mitch kanina, it's still a business. You still have to run it. May expenses ka, may cost ka and everything. Totoo yun. Pero at the end of the day, as a service provider, as a freelancer, as a business person, ang idea behind getting more value is by making sure that you have a bigger impact. Kumbaga, sabi nga nila, you leave them better than when you found them.
Yep.
'Di ba? Kung nakita mo sila na medyo butas-butas yung timba at natapalan mo lahat ng timba, then you're probably gonna get paid a lot more kasi you solved a huge problem for them. So, siguro in conclusion, I just wanna say, ang best skill, lagi kasi tinatanong to sa akin ano daw ba yung pinakamagandang skill para bayaran ng malaki?
Yeah.
Okay. Lagi kong sinasagot, yung skill of identifying a problem and solving it.
Yep.
Siguro yun na lang. Wag na yung Facebook ads kasi those are just tools, di ba?
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree with me. Parang martilyo lang yan or lagari yan. O no pun intended, Mitch, lagari lang yan.
No pun
Pero
intended. Sige.
yun, those, I always say this, yung Facebook ads, yung email marketing, yung copywriting, whatever, those are tools to achieve, tools to an end, or means to an end, kumbaga. The real focus here is, ano ba yung problema? What needs to be solved?
True.
And if you're focused on that, then you probably stand a good chance of getting paid more money, kumbaga.
Yeah. Ako nga, parang
yes, coach.
To add nga dun sa point na sinabi mo, kasi maganda yung sinabi mo na yun, na for me, yung ginagawa nating business is, in a way, we're doing our purpose na rin Kasi hindi naman tayo dinala dito sa mundo para sa atin lang di ba? It's all about helping other people.
Right.
And for me, I'm just using yung business for as an opportunity to help other people then, di ba? Ako nga lang, ang gusto ko lang mangyari is, I just want to look for problems na big enough para naman masaya rin ako sa babayad nila sa akin. Di ba? So at least kahit paano, yun lang din talaga we're here not just for ourselves but for helping other people. And if we can find problems that we love solving and find people who are willing to pay premium for that problem na ma-solve, then nagagawa natin purpose natin dito sa mundo.
Nice. Yun.
Tsaka
Any final thoughts, Mitch, Jem, and Isa?
I think yung dahil sinabi mo, Tito Ron, yung which offer. I think even before, gusto ko rin gawin yung ginagawa ni Aiza na copywriting kasi nga sabi nila, maliit lang yung time pero malaki yung bayad. But then, go back to what you can best offer. It could be something na may skill ka na with or something new. Pero alam mong ma-enjoy mo i-offer yung tulong na yon. Para makita rin nila na, ay, ang sarap katrabaho nito, natutulungan na ako, ang ganda pa ng binabalik niyang service. I mean, paano siya nakiki-interact sa amin. So, yun.
Nice. Well said. Jem.
I thank you.
Actually, plus one lang ako sa mga sinabi niyo na it's really like, yung sa sinabi ni Coach Mark, like the bigger the problems that you're solving, actually, parang mas makakapag charge ka rin ng premium. Yung kasi nga, like, syempre, bigger problem siya. So, you just need to position din at the same time. And then yung sabi mo rin, Ron, na kumbaga, it's really like identifying the problem and then how you can solve that problem. So, yeah.
Thank you, Jem. Ice?
Ako, last words. So it's not...
Wag naman last words. Final thoughts lang.
Sige lang.
Alam tayo yan eh.
Final thoughts. Sige. So it's not easy talaga to price your service. Tapos lalo na yung offer, when I met Mark, like mind blown. Ito pala yung kailangan gawin, ganyan. So what I suggest, it takes the like practice, and most especially it takes like the insight and wisdom of your peers. And I got that from GD. And if you are also watching, so I suggest you join the
GD.
tribe. GD. So yun. Pero seryoso, super big impact ni Mark and GD, like Mitch and Jem dito sa business namin ngayon, sa pag-price ko. So yun, it takes like someone who can like think like you and who gets you para to help you then come up with the pricing that makes sense to you and your clients. So yun lang yung...
Okay, last na lang to talaga. Last na lang. May humirit na Solen Yusuf daw, Christopher Martin, China Ortalesa, and Yula Valdez.
Wow.
Hindi ko...
Lahat nilagyan.
Oy, humirit eh. Diba? Artista talaga. Anyway, thank you guys for your time this evening. Super appreciate all the answers that you gave. I'm sure everybody who watched na-appreciate din nila yung session na to. Ang daming gold nuggets. If you guys want to watch on replay, feel free to do so. Basta, dami natin nakuha this evening. And quick reminder, next week, of course, back tayo sa Monday nights natin where we interview someone. Meron naman tayong hinugot na isang magaling na tribe member to share yung experiences and, you know, tips and tricks and strategies para sa inyong lahat. So tune in sa Monday, 8 o'clock ulit tayo. And then next week, wala tayong AMA, pahinga. The following week ulit tayo. Yun lang. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat for tuning in. Thank you, Coach Mark, Mitch,
Thank you.
Jem, guys, TLs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.